Well, as anticipation builds out for Thursday's congressional hearing with fired FBI Director James Comey, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says President Donald Trump has asked him to push ahead with his efforts to rebuild the relationship between Washington and Moscow. VOA diplomatic correspondent Cindy Sain reports from the State Department.
Questions about the investigations into possible cooperation between the Trump campaign and Russia to interfere with the 2016 presidential election followed Secretary of State Tillerson all the way to New Zealand. Tillerson said the president has asked him to remain focused on rebuilding trust with Moscow, which he said is at a low point.
And the president's been clear to me, do not let what's happening over here in the political realm prevent you from the work you need to do on this relationship. And he's been quite clear with me to proceed at whatever pace and in the areas that I think we might make progress.
In Washington, State Department spokeswoman Heather Nauert said the fight against Islamic State is one area in which the U.S. and Russia can cooperate.
We are going to identify areas of mutual interest where we can work together, but it's important to note in areas where we do not see eye to eye with Russia, we will continue to stand up for our interests and our values and the values of our partners.
But the potentially explosive probes may make it difficult for Tillerson to make inroads with Russia.
I think he can try, but my guess is politically that's not going to be realistic. And to some extent, there is this cloud hanging over the administration on the question of relations with Russia. I would make the point that much of this is self-inflicted because the president, unfortunately, and the White House have handled these concerns in a way that suggests they're trying to hide something.
Pfeiffer said any real improvement in U.S.-Russian relations would require a major change in Moscow's Ukraine policy by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Cindy Sain, VOA News, the State Department.